A lot of people always ask me easy, quick ways to make pizza. You know, and being in an apartment, being Italian, of course, you want to make your own dough from scratch, and it's beautiful. But listen, when you're in an apartment and you're in your house and you get to my age, I'm not making dough anymore. I don't care. I'll use some, and this is what we did too as a kid. We used Italian bread, we did bagels, we did English muffin pizzas, which, by the way, are absolutely fantastic. Or another thing you can do is go to your local pizzeria where you know has good pizza and buy a couple of doughs from them. Look, is it better to make it? Of course it is. But do I want to dirty my apartment? Absolutely not. So I'll teach you guys too some quick, easy ways to do things that'll come out just as good. We're also going to do a salmon. And this is kind of a dish we did with a lot of different fish, with like white wine, butter, capers. This is like an all-in-one kind of thing. Throw it all in one pan, pop it right in the oven. No muss, no fuss, no muss. Boom. And then we're going to do a couple of variations on pizza. We're also going to do, we've done this a couple of ways. We're going to do string beans and potatoes. And you can either do it red or white. I've always done it red. Sounds a little weird, but trust me, it is absolutely magical. So, on that note, we're going to start out with the salmon. Now, check this out. Went down to the local fish market. Got them to fillet me filleted salmon. Do I want to do this in my apartment and get it on my counter? Absolutely not. It's already deboned, ready to go. So, throw in any kind of pan you got. That's right, I'm using the disposable pan because I'm not about to wash any dishes. So, here we go. We're going to get a little bit of salt, pepper. We're going to season this too. Actually, we're going to do a little salt. We're going to do a little bit of garlic in there. I like throwing a closing kind of hole. Thank you. By the way, guys, this is my sister. She's my little sous chef for the day. She's doing an absolutely fantastic, beautiful job with a little black pepper. We're going to do some capers. Now, again, this is really, really, really simple to do. It's all going to kind of come together in the pan as one sauce. Going to be a beautiful thing. Look, the wine's going to reduce, the butter's going to melt. It's going to come all together beautiful, and you're going to have yourself a beautiful filet of salmon. All right, so black pepper, a little bit more because I missed a few spots. We got a little bit white wine. And help the cameras off. Yo, that's what happens when you're really cooking, man. And drinking some of the wine while you cook. All right, beautiful. Little white wine. Nice. We're going to do a little bit of butter. Here we go. Bada bing. Here we go. All right, so, again, one pot, no mess, no fuss. Very simple, very easy. I guarantee you this is going to be one of the most beautiful dishes you've seen. And we're going to do something similar to what they call a Florentine. Now, basically, Florentine just means anything, spinach, white wine, butter. I'm going to add a little more capers now that I think about it. I'm going to get a little nuts. While that's sitting over here, we're going to get our spinach going. Now, the reason why I do that, I kind of want the fish to soak up a little bit of that wine. All right, so we're going to do our spinach. We're going to start out a little bit of chopped garlic. Bada bing, a little bit of oil. That's going to cook down a little bit. We're going to actually do a little bit of drizzle, not too much, of olive oil right on top of that fish. And the reason why, if you notice, I didn't pour the wine directly over the fish because I put the olive oil on top. And it's going to kind of give the top of the fish a little bit of a crispiness to it. Then I'm going to put just a little bit of spinach right down here. It's going to be a beautiful, beautiful thing. All right. While the garlic's browning, we'll let that get brown. We're going to let that sit for a few minutes. I'm going to do a topping for our pizza right now. Like I said, pizza is one of the things growing up my grandmother always made. Italian bread. I mean, Phil, I'm sure your grandmother made pizza, no?
Yes.
Sitting there all day, right?
Yes.
Pounding it out. They made the most amazing pizza you ever made. Pizza you get today is great. But if you go back 30 years ago when your grandmother was in the kitchen making dough on the table, forget about it. It's just a whole other realm of cooking. All right, so what we're going to do on the one pie, we're going to do a little bit something like a caprese. So basically it's like mozzarella and tomato. So I'm going to do a little, I got some beautiful cherry tomato going on. A little pepper. I'm going to do a little bit of red pepper in there too because I want a little bit of heat to this. Actually, I'm going to do a little red pepper in there too for the space. All right, just a little bit of red pepper, beautiful. Now, why not? Let's get a little crazy. Beautiful. We'll do some fresh basil right in there. A beautiful thing. Look, if you notice too, when you cut your herbs, don't just start pounding away with a knife. Rip it by hand, get a scissor. It's going to keep it from turning green a little bit, from turning brown a little bit, and it'll keep it a lot nicer in the presentation, especially if you're garnishing something with it. You don't want to go rough through it with a knife. It's going to turn on you real quick. That's almost ready. Just can you get some spinach in there in about 30 seconds, if you don't mind? Wait till it gets a little brown. So we're just going to toss that around. Right, we're going to add a little bit of garlic to that as well. A little bit of chopped garlic. We're going to add a little bit of parsley. Right, we're going to do a little bit of oregano. You can throw the spinach in. Give it a little twist. Bada bing, we're done. So, let's hope that don't fall. We're going to let that cool for about 30 seconds. Then we're going to get into making our pizza. So, like I said, a little Florentine. So what we're going to do, just on the tip of the salmon, down the center. I wish I could pour it the other way. Look at that. We're going to bake that in the oven anywhere from 25 to 30 minutes, depending on your oven. Can we get that in the oven, Chef? Pizza now. It's a beautiful thing. So we're going to move all this out of the way. Come on, we're going to get busy with it now. Can I have the bread, please? So, like I said, pizza can be done on many things. Bagels, English muffins. I mean, obviously pizza's pizza, but come on, I don't care what you say. English muffin pizza, forget it. I'll do it all day long. We took some beautiful Italian bread. All right, so we're going to show you guys how to do a little pizza sauce. Now, this is by no means just cooked. I got some beautiful crushed tomatoes. If you notice the texture, too, you want a little bit of texture. I don't know if you can really see that. But if you look at it, it's like a little bit grainy, which is perfect. To that, we're going to do a little bit of olive oil. We're going to do a little bit of salt. Beautiful. With a little bit of black pepper. Now this to me is the only real sauce that you're going to put oregano in. So we're going to add a little bit of oregano. Any day now. Okay, a little bit of oregano. Wow, that's a beautiful thing. All right, a little bit of crushed red pepper. Just a drop. Just a little bit. A little bit of onion powder, garlic powder. Yep, thank you. Now look, pizza sauce, there's a million different ways you can do this. You know, whatever works. A lot of people put sugar. You know, it works, yes. My thought process is, if you buy a really good tomato, like a good San Marzano tomato, it's going to be sweet and you don't need to add the sugar. But the sugar does work. All right, so check it out. So what I did was I got a little mozzarella. Now, here's the thing too. You can use fresh mozzarella. I mean, I like it. The problem with that is unless you're really buying it fresh in a little ball from the Italian Sally Maria that day, you know, the pizzerias use these blocks and it's great when you eat it right there. Otherwise it dries out. So I'm going to just use regular mozz that I shredded. Right? And I'm going to do these both upside down, meaning cheese first and then sauce on top. Almost like a margarita style. Wow, look at that. That's a beautiful thing. So John, let me ask you a question. By the way, I got my friends and family here. I want to ask them a couple of questions. You know, John, I mean, growing up as a kid, you're what? You're Irish and Polish?
And Italian.
And Italian. All right. So what were some of the things like in your like a childhood staple in your household, man? I mean, I know for me, of course, pasta, zucchini, eggplant, gabagool, this crazy stuff. And I happen to love Polish food, by the way. So I mean, it's a beautiful thing. Like, what were some of the staples you did growing up?
Oh, kibasi.
Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. That's one of my favorite things. Pierogies too, man.
Especially on Easter breakfast.
Really?
Polish
Easter
breakfast.
You did it for Easter breakfast? Yeah, I couldn't say Easter breakfast. Okay. That's interesting. I tell you, man, I love pierogies. The problem is they're hard to find anywhere unless you really know like a good Polish market or a good Polish restaurant. But when done right, they fry them with a little bit of butter and onions. Yes. I hate to say it, it may be a close second to a ravioli. Nah, it's probably just as good as raviolis. All right, so we got the cheese, we got the mozz. We're going to do a little bit of parsley on here. All right, we're going to do Parmesan cheese. Again, you got that little green canister, go throw it out, go down to the supermarket, wherever it is you go for your Italian stuff, get a little bit of Lucatelli Romano. You want to use good cheese. Use cheap cheese, you're not going to get the good flavor. So boom, a little grated cheese. Look at that. Just do a little mozz on top just for effect. All right, these two we're going to do a little bit different. Actually, this one we're going to put a little sauce first. Check this out. And make sure just, you know, spread it out evenly. I like a little, see, pizza's about 3 things. Dough, sauce, and cheese. You'd think it wouldn't be complicated, right? But it is. It's all about the crispness of the dough, the beautiful amount of, you gotta have the right amount of tomatoes, the right amount of cheese, the right thinness of the dough. I mean, it's not as easy as you think it is. All right, so we're gonna do that. We're gonna actually do some of this beautiful fresh tomato salad right on top. Meet you. It's like a tomato pie. Wow. For that, we're gonna do a little grated cheese. We got a little Frankie in the background there. Pammy, what about you? What were some of the things you guys ate growing up? Come on, I know you're Italian. I know macaroni and peas and stuff like that. I mean, what did you guys do when you were young?
Every Sunday was meatballs, roll, lamb, pork.
Wow, you guys did the lamb in the gravy. See, now did you call it Sunday gravy or Sunday sauce?
Sunday gravy.
There you go, Sunday gravy. We're going to get into that one show. It's been an ongoing argument. Is it gravy? Is it sauce? And my answer to that, I don't care what it is. It's delicious is what it is. You got a pot of meat. How can you go wrong with that? All right, so this one we're going to do like a regular traditional beets, just a little, bada bing, a little mozzarella. Well, you know what, we'll add a little bit on that one too. Beautiful. We'll add the rest of our little basil on this one. Now, the other thing I love doing, especially with pizza or anything to that nature, pasta too, just finish it with a little drizzle of olive oil. And that's kind of going to give you that olive oily kind of crispiness on top and kind of bring everything right together. Now, I also, believe it or not, can I tell please? Believe it or not, I love finishing it with just a little bit of black pepper and salt. Because when you season things, you're kind of building layers of flavors. All right, so we got a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, a little bit of salt. Now, even though I added the onion and garlic powder to the sauce, I like adding just a little more garlic on top. All right, so we're gonna do some string beans and potatoes. We got our salmon in the oven. We have our beets in the oven. String beans and potatoes. This is something we did classically on a weekly basis. So basically, whoa, we're gonna take a little bit of olive oil, a little bit of garlic, a little bit of salt, pepper. And this was a dish growing up, like I said earlier, we've done it both ways. We've done it white, which is just garlic, olive oil, a little white wine, a little butter type of thing. But I like it red. So we're gonna get our garlic on. Over here we have some beautiful string beans we got from the market the other day. Absolutely gorgeous. Perfect. We cooked our potato off, and all we're gonna do, like making a marinara sauce. Basically a little garlic. We're gonna add just a little bit. Use up this piece of shallot. We got a little piece of shallot right here. We're just gonna give that a little quick chop. And normally, I don't always do shallot, but you know what? It's here. I don't want it to go to waste. Chef, how's our pizza in the oven? We almost done? Take a look. We're gonna get our garlic brown. Let me see. 40 more seconds. We can pull that out. All right, so the garlic's just starting to get brown. We're gonna toss in our tomatoes, our potatoes, our string beans. All right, we're gonna give that just a little toss, and then we're gonna sit with the chef. We got a cover for this. That's covered over there. Beautiful. We're gonna give that a little stir. Beautiful. We'll let that cook for a few minutes. While that's cooking, you want to pull the pizza out of the oven? Can you handle that? We're going to move this out of the way. Guys, I'm telling you, this is going to be a beautiful version of pizza. Anyway, basically get Italian bread. You got it. Want to plop it right here. Like I said, Italian bread bagels. Again, you don't want to make the mess. Go buy yourself a pizza dough. They sell them frozen. My thing is, I say, go to, beautiful. Look at that. Go right to your local pizzeria. Look at that. The buzzer goes off as the beets come out. Take a look at this, man. This is absolutely beautiful. Can I have that platter right there, sir? Sir. My camera guy, Big Butch, rocking it out today. Love it. All right, so, meet you. That's a little hot. All right, here we go. That's a one. Forget about it. We're gonna cut these right on the table. Matter of fact, you can just pick this thing up and eat it like this. All right, beautiful. Wow. Got a spatula over there? That would help. Use a chef knife. Thank you. Beautiful. Look at that. That's the one with the tomatoes. Woo, that's a beautiful thing. How's our salmon doing? I think our salmon should just about be done. John, you want to take this over to the table? You ready? And look, this is what dinner's all about. Friends, family getting together. Everybody kind of pitches in, helps out.
Thank you.
John's over there eating his pierogies and his kielbasa. Forget about it. Beautiful salmon coming out. Sits right there. Go ahead. Go right on top of that. Beautiful. Wow. Take a look at that. That's a beautiful, beautiful thing. Absolutely gorgeous. Look at that. To finish this, I like doing this way. A little bit of artichoke hearts. Look at it. Isn't that a beautiful, beautiful thing? You know, this is what you gotta do, guys. Cook, have a couple of glasses of wine, hang out, get your family back together. That's got about another minute. Give us a few seconds and we'll be right back and we're gonna sit down and eat. Everybody ready to eat?
Yeah!
All right. And our string beans and potatoes are just about done. Look at that. That's a beautiful, beautiful thing right there. Medium. Forget about it. Look at that. All right, we're going to bring this over to the table. We're all going to sit down and eat, and we'll be right back. All right, we're back at the table. We got a beautiful salmon. Yes, that's right. It's in a disposable pan. Love it. String beans and potatoes. Our homemade Italian. I know you're laughing at the potatoes. Homemade Italian pizza. We got a little caprese one with tomatoes, a regular beets, and something like a margarita. Guys, everybody dig it, enjoy. And remember, guys, thank you for watching Sunday Dinner with Chef Clemente.
That's all.
Yeah, that's all.